guys please rise. Or our front center. We are prepared to present the colors. Presenting colleagues, Scott Salute. Two, post the colors. Daniel, can we listen to the Pledge of Allegiance?
Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Two. Taylor, can you lead us in the scout vote?
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the scout law, love the people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Margaret Smith.
All right, everyone may be seated. You guys are on.
All right, first off, we're going to be doing fundraising with Mrs. Meredith and Mrs. Stroh.
All right, I'm Mrs. Meredith, and this is Mrs. Stroh, we're the fundraising committee. And just to give you some updates of what we've been doing, in July we set up for the Lakeside Festival, and we were running for the troop. We cleaned up after the Gateway Barn Dance, and again, we were ready for the troop. And we just finished up selling Illuminati for the Pizza Coupons, which the scouts earned money for their scout accounts. Right now, we're selling popcorn, and it's trail band popcorn. Sunday we had a really good storefront at Jewel. Little troops did a great job selling. They were learning to talk to customers, navigate and master the trail band app. I saw a lot of teamwork of working together and training the next shift for the scouts. Kaylin was a hard worker for Troop 1680 as she manages all three shifts by herself on Sunday. So together, both troops sold $1,600 of popcorn and military donations in one day. So there's a job on that. So we're continuing selling door-to-door popcorn online through the Trail Bend app. And the storefronts. We still have some popcorn left over, so we do have a storefront on Saturday, the 25th, for stands. We sold a lot of popcorn, so we have a little bit left over, and we're working with the council on ordering more popcorn and setting up more storefronts. As we have interest in that. With the popcorn, it's a buyout of $50, or you have to sell popcorn of $160. Some more upcoming fundraising, we have selling wreaths again. Those will start in October. That's earning money for the scouter accounts. In December, we're going to do the bake sale at the church here. That's December 5th, and that's earning money for the troop. And then next year, we're looking at Savers fundraiser where we are collecting items to donate and collect money for the troop. And then we have some other fundraising ideas. Okay. All right. That's fundraising.
up, we have Mr. Halen and Mr. Jankowski with some announcements for the parents.
Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna actually take this off real quick. So my name is Nick Halen, for those who don't know me. I'm actually the committee chair in our troop. And over the past few months, we've done a little bit of reorganizing some of our key positions. And one of the people I want to ask up here this evening is Jason Pritzer. He's our new charter organization rep. He's the director of youth ministries at the church, and he has a couple things that I want to say. Everybody gets nervous when you hand administer a microphone. So as Nick said, I'm the director of children and youth ministries here at FCC. I've been here a year, and I'm really glad to be working with Troop 1680 and 168. I'm also working with PAC 168, and I'm excited to be back in scouting. So I came out of PAC 347 in Grinnell, Iowa, and then Troop 313 in Grinnell, Iowa, as far as my life scout, didn't get all the way down. I'm excited to share in the keeping and maintaining a positive relationship between all the scout organizations that are working with the church. I'm beginning to work with the PAC and hope to work with the troop on developing the religious emblems program. So if you have any interest in the religious emblems, you can contact me directly through the church anytime, and I'll be glad to follow up with you and get in touch with you. And that's all I have. I'm just glad to be here with you and to be working with the scouts. Thank you. All right. So before I continue on, one thing I just wanted to recognize is you currently are active in the committee. Could you please stand? Now, I want everybody to kind of take a look at the people that are standing in front of you. This is a very critical part of our troop, kind of the behind the scenes, how everything, works for all of our scouts. And I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate and thank you all for your volunteering for your position. I wanted to share a poem here that's kind of going to be kind of the continue on with some of the other things I have to say. So it's titled 100 Years From Now. 100 years from now, it will not matter what my bank account was, the sort of house I lived in, or the kind of car I drove, but the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. And, keeping that in mind, us adults here, we're volunteering, spending our time with all of our scouts to make sure they have, a great, best experience they can. And one of the things I had one of our scouts pass out was actually a chart of our committee. And some of the positions we currently have open are highlighted in yellow, but we're at definitely a really critical timeline in our troop right now that we have quite a few scouts that are going to be aging out. And we're looking for new adults that are help participate and continue on our troop here. And at least something I have to add to it is my mom. When I first joined the troop in 2005, she was actually the fundraising chairman and started a lot of the programs that we have here in regards to fundraiser, bake sale, some of the other Culver's fundraisers that we've done. And I know how much an impact she had on my life, coming to all the troop meetings, being active, and just think of that, how that can be impacted on your scout's life if you're able to, participate and help out. One of the things I did, prior to coming here this evening was actually look through all the list of who's participated throughout the year's adult lives, and it was almost 100% that every single adult who had either, a committee position, helped out at a certain event, their scout made think about that. It's pretty significant thing, and anything you can help additionally to help your scout achieve the rank of Eagle, I think is just fantastic. So, like I said, if you're ever interested in helping out the troop in any sort of capacity, always feel free to reach out to me. my email, come to a meeting. I try to make your come to me as much as possible. But like I said, I know how much an impact my mom had on me when I came to this troop, and I don't think it's a carry on to your scout as well. So I'm going to kind of hand the mic over to Chris. I can ramble on forever, but he's going to ramble on that one too.
Hello. The only real adult announcement I have is I'm going to be sending out this report. Is a report that we do every month for rank advancement. And the committee looks at it, and all the leaders look at it, and it's how we plan what activities we're going to be doing and what advancement things need to be done. Basically, it has everybody's name on it and what they've completed. I'm going to send this out to everybody so everybody can see where their scout is at and what they're doing and how they're progressing. Just note this is information that we have in Troop Track. If it's stuff that's in the book that's been signed up and we haven't recorded it yet, we need to get that information in there in order to record it. There's another report that shows what advancement they've done, where they're at in their Trail to Eagle, how many months they have left until their 18th birthday. It's all useful information that we use as leaders. I think it's just best that we share it with the families too, so that then you can help your scout progress along in their journey as well, and get them to get their things done. I will now pass it back to the Masters of Ceremony.
All right, next we have upcoming activities. The first one, NYLT 2022.
Thank you. You want me to get my notes open here? All right, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Andy Garrison. I'm here to talk about National Youth Leadership Training, a week-long course that teaches your scout about leadership, how to lead, how to set your goals, and how to develop your team. Now, you may be thinking, oh, this is just to learn how to lead. No, it's also learning how to be a good person, how to be a better worker, a better person, and just a better boss in general. So some of the activities that we do at NYLT are finding your vision for future success, setting your goals to achieve that vision, developing your team, activities to help develop your team and how to showcase how to lead a team in a project. And then we also have a activity called Outpost, where they go on a day-long adventure, and they're all supervised by staff, but it's mainly the youth that are leading themselves. One of the reasons why I'm talking to you about this is that I have done NYLT for 4 years now. I attended it in 2018, I staffed for 2019, 2020, which got canceled sadly, and 2021. So I have seen many scouts be changed by NYLT, and it is something I truly believe in. I think almost every scout should go to NYLT, whether or not they're going into a leadership position or not. It's a great program. Thank you.
Next up, we have Chris McCabe, and he's going to be talking about movement.
All right, hello, I'm Chris McCabe. So I'm here to talk about looping. For those of you who don't know, it's a cold weather camping training. So you spend, I think, 3 weekends, 2 Saturdays, and then 1 like camping weekend, or actually it might be, I think it's 3. So you spend 3 Saturdays preparing. Spend the first one was like Loudon, and they teach you all this great stuff about cold weather camping. It's really fun because it's not like you sit in a cabin. You actually go out there, you sleep in a tent, and you do fun activities all day. So, and at the end of the course, you get these blue epaulets. You get a neckerchief. I did not bring that, and you get ice cubes with it, kind of like the NYLT acorns. It's pretty cool. It's a great experience. I loved it, and I really recommend it. And big thing about this is You're supposed to come back with the knowledge and you want to train your troops so you can eventually have your own, cold weather camp out. Is there a price for it or? Alright, so there's some pamphlets up here. So the first session will be November 13th, then December 11th, then January 15th, and then the practical weekend, which is where you go camping, will be January 29th and 30th. The fee is $125, so it's a little up there, but I really recommend it. Mr. Yankee?
How cold was it when you went camping?
When I went camping, I believe it only hit like 10 degrees out, so it's still kind of warm.
We hit -12 below.
Yeah, nothing like that for
It
us.
was amazing.
Yeah, I bet.
Way to sell it.
No, but it's really a fun time. It sounds miserable at first, but I really enjoy it. I would go back and do it again if I could. So, that's all I have.
Thank you. Next up, we got the merit badge opportunities at ECC.
The only thing I'm gonna add to the NYLT and Newvic is, you need to be, I think, 14 for both of them. And for NYLT, if we have a requirement or two, if you want to be an SPL, you need to attend NYLT. That's how great the training is and how good it is to go to that. Merit badge opportunities. Fortunately, we have somebody in our troop who works for ECC and is helping us organize some merit badge opportunities. It's Mrs. Wagner, and she's working with Mrs. Jankowski, and they're going to be organizing a welding, an engineering, and a soil and water conservation merit badge days. Part of the reason that we are excited about that, especially for the welding and the engineering, is those are trades. We're also going to see if we can get some speakers to come in and talk about the trades, and that there's tons of opportunities for everybody, really, but specifically scouts and that to learn about that and get into the trades as their career, which is a great career path. Next thing is camp staff. Camp Loudon, and pretty much any scout camp in the country is looking for staff right now. So if anybody's interested in being on camp staff, if you're 14 years old, you get to be a CIT, and then 15 and older, you get to be an actual counselor in that. So if anybody's interested in being camp staff, you should just go to the camp's website and check out the application. Yes, ma'am.
Do they pay you?
You do get paid. You're not gonna get rich or anything off of it. I can tell you that. It's more about the excitement. I know most of them you get a free tent and a cot to sleep in and food, so you're getting fed while you're out having fun at camp. You guys all been to summer camp, you know what the staff is like. Just fun people and they're having a good time. So if you guys are interested, let me know and I'll help you with that. Summer camp 2022. So at the annual planning meeting in August, the scouts, we talked about 5 different camps, and we narrowed it down to 2. I sent out information about this, and the scouts are going to vote on this later on tonight, but I'll just talk about the 2 camps. So the first one is Camp Buffalo, which is in Monticello, Indiana. There's more than Corn in Indiana. It's 3 hours away. Just an estimate based on last year's numbers, so it's not exact numbers yet, but the estimate is it's going to be about $360 per scout. They have different troop challenges, an escape room, cowboy action shooting, troop archery challenge, canoe swamping, sponge wars, blacksmithing, indoor archery, BB gun and rifle, and 5 different shooting ranges. They have the Indian lore, leatherworking, all kinds of basic merit badges. A lot of eagle ones and a lot of aquatics, canoeing, kayaking, rowing, life-saving, small boat sailing, metalworking, and welding. The other camp is Kajuan Scout Reservation, which is 5 hours away, straight north up into Wisconsin. That one's $455 per scout. They have a astronomy overnight, mile swim, ice cream competition, scavenger hunt, war canoe races. I don't know what any of these things are, I'm just reading them off the brochure. Black powder demos, kayak capture the flag, and then most of the same merit badges that we see at all the summer camps. Small boat sailing, kayaking, lots of Eagle requirement ones, rifle, shotgun, archery, climbing, cycling, horsemanship, which is rare at a lot of summer camps. Like I said, the scouts are gonna vote on this later. In the meeting, we'll announce that. One thing I ask to scouts is if you are 100% sure that you're not going to summer camp next year, don't vote. Just because it's kind of unfair for you to vote for something that you're really not going to go to. I'm not looking at you. So just if you know you're not going, just abstain from voting just to make it fair for everybody else. That is all. Oh, and I will also be sending out, this is the calendar of all the activities that we planned out in August. I will be sending this out in an email as well. Not a lot of dates on here yet, just activities and what month they're going to be in. Once we get the dates on, I will consistently send this out here. I was regularly sending this out in the past. Obviously, with 2020, things kind of got messed up, and I'm going to get back to doing this on a regular basis. So, everybody, please read your emails. If you see emails from True Track, I know there tends to be a lot sometimes, but they are always full of information, and that's kind of our main communication path to everybody. Although the scouts should be bringing that home to you as well, we also back it up with emails. Are there any other adult announcements?
What's going on with the wood sign?
So one of our main fundraisers has always been the wood split, selling firewood. We lost the wood site. The Riegler family, who was generous to allow us to use the property, they had to sell the property, so we no longer have a wood site. So if anybody knows anyone in the general area here at Crystal Lake that has a piece of land available where we can store wood, have trees dropped off, store wood, come every few weekends a month and make a lot of noise, with some parking somewhere between, a quarter to half acre or more would be great. So if anybody knows anybody, please let me know, let Mr. Halen know, let Mr. Yankee know. We'd love to be doing that. It's kind of a major hit to our budget that we bought, that we're losing that fundraiser. So we hope to find something someday to get back to that. Anything else? Any scout announcements? Then I will turn it over to the SPLs.
Could I have Kaylin Willems front and center? Kaylin has earned the Communication Merit Badge, the Astronomy Merit Badge, the Theater Merit Badge, and the Swimming Merit Badge. I have Alex Spears front and center. Alex has earned the Astronomy Merit Badge, the Signs, Signals, and Codes Merit Badge, Citizenship in the World Merit Badge, and the First Aid Merit Badge. Sarah Mitchell for the Communications Merit Badge. Family Life Merit Badge. Astronomy Merit Badge. Emergency Preparedness Merit Badge. Hiking Merit Badge. Shotgun Shooting Merit Badge. Theater Merit Badge. Personal Fitness Merit Badge. And Photography Merit Badge.
Jacob Kuchnias, front center. Jacob is earned chest merit badge, wood carving, kayaking, and swimming. Tom Sen, front center. Senator, citizenship in the nation, leatherwork, entrepreneurship, and American business. Now Ethan Stroh, front center. Ethan has earned swimming and archery. Evan Wagner, front center. Evan has earned wood carving, archery, kayaking, and chest merit badge. Gavin Shipley, front center. Gavin has earned fingerprinting merit badge. Nathan Jankowski, front center. All right.
Go Hawks!
Nathan has earned American business, astronomy, and entrepreneurship. Andrew Catfish, front center. Andrew has earned swimming, archery, fishing. That's it. Now Owen Williams, front center. Owen has earned genealogy and American business merit badge. Logan Steins in front center. Not here. Logan has earned fingerprinting merit badge. Jordan McIntosh, front center. Jordan has earned citizenship in the world, personal fitness, and personal management merit badge. Can I have Kyle Erpelding, front and center? Kyle has earned family life merit badge. Logan has earned first aid, communications, and fishing merit badge. Jonathan McCabe, front center. Jonathan has earned swimming and fingerprinting. Tyler Redmeyer, front center. All right, Tyler has earned personal fitness and sustainability merit badge. Stephen Colon, front center. Hello. Stephen has earned citizenship in the world, communications, environmental science, pets, personal fitness, camping, and fingerprinting merit badge. Jacob Jankowski, front center. Jacob has earned personal fitness. Brian Dixon, front center. Brian has earned personal management, American heritage, soil and water conservation, nature, and nature merit badge. Logan Russo, front center. Logan has earned fingerprinting merit badge. Dayton Gates, front center. Dayton has earned camping merit badge. Gritted, front center. Mason has earned archery, wood carving, personal management merit badge. Front center. Daniel has earned shotgun shooting, swimming, canoeing, communications, and camping merit badge. Andrew Garrison, front center. Andrew's earned personal fitness, chess, entrepreneurship, astronomy, and pioneer merit badge. I have Brendan and Jordan, front and center.
Next up, we're going to be doing rank recognition.
All right, so after the last 6 months, we have a number of scouts who ranked up, a couple of them moved through a couple different ranks. So I'm going to call your name and your rank. If you'll just come up here, please, so we can recognize you, and then you can take your seat again. Can I have Logan Russo, front and center? Logan has earned the rank of scout. All right, can I have Samuel Byman and Wagner? Samuel and Evan earned the rank of tenderfoot. Alex. And Logan and Alex will earn. And then I have Zen, Steven Sloan, and Daniel Hayes, please come up. These three are on the rank of star. And Jordan McIntosh and Sarah Michelak earn the rank of life.
Your life.
And we have Tyler Bredemeyer, Logan McCune, and Justin Campoli, who all earn the rank of eagle. And then last, but certainly not least, Cameron Stewart. And Cameron has earned his eagle palm. Sorry, you guys can sit right
All right, the order of the arrow is the Scouts Honor Society. Scouts are voted in by their fellow scouts, and then they get called out at a really service. Some of them, and we have Andrew Garrettson, Zen, and Mason. If you guys can come forward. There's a national sash shortage. Say that 3 times with the last time. So they didn't get their sashes, but they did get patches, which I will give them now. And then they, I don't know if they want to come forward, but Mr. Garrettson and Mr. Griffin were kind enough to take these 3 scouts to do their ordeal and they get a patch as well. They want to come forward or I can come and find them later. Honestly. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Next, every year we do a flag retirement ceremony out in the parking lot where we retire flags that were donated to the troop. We invite Cub Scouts because it's a requirement that they attend that ceremony. And this year I'm going to start a new tradition. So when the flags get burned, there's grommets on the flag. You take on a pole and get them out of the ashes. I clean them up a little bit, and we're going to award them to all the scouts that participated in that ceremony. So if I can have Andrew Garrettson, Daniel Hayes, Jacob Jankowski, Chris McCabe, Jonathan McCabe, Logan Meredith, Sarah Michelak, and Logan Stein come forward. I just want to explain. So they're on a piece of paracord and the grommets hanging from them. The idea is that you guys hang it on your loops here or on the other side. Left side. You hang it on the left side.
Our left or?
Your left, yes.
into some adult recognition. So there was one adult leader that we want to recognize tonight. And I actually have Deb Mazer. Please come up. So Deb actually completed the God in Church and God in Life mentor program. As Mr. Pritzker had spoke about earlier, there was plenty of religious programs and emblems that you can receive as a scout and as a leader as well. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize Mrs. Mazer for completing it. We kind of moving away from adult recognition. Mr. Yamke actually has a scout recognition we want to make this evening. As you know, we like to recognize our scouts. You saw the great awards our scouts earned this evening towards Eagle. But we also like to hear about scouts and what they achieve in the community. We've had scouts go to national robotics competitions, choir, national, win state and different things. And so if I have a line come up, please. And I just found this out the other evening because I was meeting with his older brother about his life Eagle. And Elijah won national inline skating team race. If I said that right? Okay, say it right for me.
Brooklyn 4-boy inline relay.
So he went to Cedar Rapids, Iowa last year, and you took home, was it gold? For that, his mom told me they blew the competition away. It wasn't even close. So let's give him a round of applause for the national team.
Okay, next up we have summer camp vote.
I'll be handing out ballots to all scouts. Please, like, if you know for sure that you're not going to camp, please let me know. Otherwise, we should all have pens, pencils, anything on us, or we can share with friends.
So scouts, if you are voting, one of the things you want to ensure is that you are tentatively planning on going to summer camp. We just want to ensure that, the people who vote on what destination we go to, are going to be going to that place as well. So let's be sure, please don't take a ballot if you're not planning on going to summer camp.
So while the scouts are voting, we are going to move on to Peyton, Eagle ceremony. So Peyton, please come forward. Scouting is no doubt one of the greatest organizations in the world to foster the highest ideals of citizenship. It is little wonder that so many of our nation's greatest leaders had some of the earliest leadership experiences in scouting. Now scouting is changing, but one thing remains consistent, and that is the total development from child to adulthood. Depends upon physical, mental, and moral growth as expressed in the Scout Oath. The skills are so demanding and the challenges are so great that it is not surprising to learn that only 8 scouts out of every 100 who join scouting achieve the rank of Eagle Scout. When most enter scouting, they picture themselves as somebody becoming Eagle Scouts. But as you know, there are just too many activities and interests clamoring for your attention, and the flames that were burning aspirations into ashes and flicker away as they stop short.
What does the Eagle Badge represent? It means that a scout has set a goal and works to achieve that goal. The Eagle Scout Badge stands for strength of character. The Eagle Scout Badge is a symbol of what a scout has done, but more important, it represents what the scout will be in the future as they grow into adulthood. Tonight, we recognize Dayton Gates as an Eagle Scout.
The scouting movement constitutes one of the most wholesome and significant developments of our day. Dayton Gates, you have been deemed worthy of the high rank in its membership. This is a great undertaking. It is therefore right and proper that a board of review make a careful examination of each candidate. Prior to the presentation of the Eagle Award, the candidate has been presented a record of the Eagle Board of Review. At least 21 merit badges earned, leadership in the troops, school affairs, and our community, and conducted an Eagle Service Project. Dayton Gates has demonstrated a capacity and willingness to exert leadership in activities that are constructive and worthwhile.
Dayton, climb along the Eagle Trail. We remember well when you first came to the base of the trail and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Look back for a moment and reflect. Over the mountain you have climbed. Look back at the experiences you've encountered in your ascent. These experiences should not be forgotten. Experience is a valuable teacher if you heed its teachings. We remember when you took your first step upon the trail that leads upward. With your first step, you began living the Scout Oath and Law. While you were on the trail, we watched you study, and then we watched you learn by doing. First, you were only a candidate, building yourself physically, mentally, morally, and you became a scout. Then your brother scouts called you a tenderfoot, and they were right. You were indeed a tenderfoot. But not for long, for soon, you have reached the first ledge where you were greeted by a group of second-class scouts. Some, like you, were stopping to catch their breath before continuing along the Eagle Trail. You began to study more, you worked harder, and almost before you knew it, you came to another ledge, the ledge where first-class scouts dwell. There, you found a tempting green meadow by a crystal-clear stream bathed by the sun. Here, you were tempted to remain. Yes, you could have remained there to live in first-class glory, but your ambitions stirred you on. We remember your progress to Star Scout. You found the trail from first class had been an optical illusion, not as difficult as it had seemed. This spurred you on, and again, you climbed higher. Now the trail was steeper, it was less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be heading in your direction. You looked back and saw the crowds below you. You looked up and saw the few above you. With the same determination with which you started your climb, you continued on the trail. So then, it was the badge of Life Scout, the heart badge, that was placed on your uniform. You will never forget the thoughts in your heart. It has been experienced by most scouts on reaching the ledge of life. Now, I am close to Eagle. I will carry on. The trail became tougher, but more interesting. The original simple principles, the Scout Oath and Law, now had a fuller meaning. Your understanding of them was greater. Yes, we watched your character unfold, and we have watched your leadership ability expand into a valuable asset. We have watched your mind develop and your wisdom increase. We have watched all of these things in you. Now that you are at the threshold of your goal, we welcome you, for you have done your climbing in a true scout-like manner.
Dayton Gates, you are now about to join the ranks of Eagle Scouts. Before doing so, however, we ask you to recommit yourself to scouting essential principles.
Would all Eagle Scouts here tonight please come stand next to Dayton Gates? Please state your name and when you received your Eagle Scout. Cameron?
I'm Cameron Stewart. Got mine March 12, 2020.
Nicholas Halen, May 2011. Kevin Gates, 1987.
Jason Yonke, November 1988. Dayton, you have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America of being worthy of the highest rank in this great movement, all who you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are marked. How marked are you? Since 2006, when the last group of us crossed over, we've had 50 Eagle Scouts put in Troop 168. Since Troop 168 has reconvened here at the church, we've had, since 1956, 93 Eagle Scouts. You become a part of that. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed the sole obligation to do your duty to God, to country, and to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to this obligation, you bring honor to yourself and your fellow Scouts. Therefore, Dayton, I charge you to undertake this obligation with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service, to God and to your fellow man. So live and serve, that those who know you will be inspired to a finer living. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others to gain selfish ends. I charge you, Dayton, to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on the solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record of which every other Scout may be justly proud. Dayton, I ask you now to rededicate yourself by repeating the Scout oath. Scout sign.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, and help other people at all times. Keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally strong.
2.
Eagle is the highest and most converted award in all scouting and is the last major step in the advancement program. If at this point scouting has not achieved its purpose in the building of character, in the training for leadership, in the practice service, then it probably never will. These thoughts, which are in fact the basic code of scouting, are well summed up in a pledge which is taken by every Scout. Dayton, your your conduct along the trail has been excellent. You have rededicated yourself to the principles of scouting, but one more thing is important, your future. As an Eagle Scout, you become a guide to other Scouts of lower rank. You become an example in your community. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous and people will expect more of you. To falter in your responsibility, you would not only reflect upon you, but on your fellow Eagles and all of Scouting.
Would all scouts and guests please rise? Dayton, please give the scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, my rank and influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. Congratulations. You may be seated. Scouts, it's my privilege and guest to announce our newest Eagle Scout, Dayton Gates. And before we get that, we will have his parents pin on his Eagle pin. Indeed, we know no one will ever know the unnumbered acts of selfless sacrifice and helpfulness from your mom. As a symbol of what your mom has made possible, present her with this Eagle Mother's pin. Your father has stood by you over the years and has offered his encouragement and assistance. As a symbol of what he has contributed to your attainment of this award, I ask you to present him with his father's Eagle pin. And now I'd like to invite his mom and dad to say a few words.
Not one of many words, so really quick. Just want to say how proud we are of you. We could not be prouder of the man you've become. Watching you grow from a Wolf Scout all the way up to Eagle is pretty amazing. It's been a wild ride, and we've made great friendships with other families over the years. We've had a lot of great memories that we'll cherish forever. And he's had some really great mentors along the way, so we're very proud.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, it just seems the way he does everything. Everything he starts, he's got to finish and he keeps going. So we're really proud of you and continue to try this.
Indeed, now we'll have you present your mentor's pin, and then we'll have you say a few words.
All right, so I actually have three. First, I would like to give my first mentor pin to Mr. Jankowski. He's been here with me for years and years, and he really taught me how to be a true scout. Thank you. And then my next mentor pin I would like to hand out is to Mr. Yang. Thank you. And then my last mentor's thing I would like to hand out is my Uncle Kevin. Throughout the years, him and his sons have really encouraged me to keep on going and to become an Eagle Scout, so I really appreciate it. And then I have one more. I have my grandpa here, so I want to give him a grandfather.
It's a Troop 168 tradition. We give every Eagle Scout a Scout neckerchief and slide.
Yeah, I would really like to just thank my family. I know most of them couldn't make it tonight, but I really want to thank them. I want to thank all my friends that have been here with me through scouting. I want to thank all my leaders, and then really just all the scouts for being there to help me along the way. And then I also want to encourage all scouts to really try to get your Eagle. It's hard, but it's totally worth it. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that would like to say anything? We always give an opportunity for any scouts or any leaders that would like to say something. So I know I'm going to say something. I know Dayton, it's been amazing watching you grow up, and you balance it. We're doing soccer for a long time, and seeing you grow through that and making it here and still have your shin guards on and show up to camp out, try to leave early because of activities, but you persevered, and we know you're a better person, and you're going to take a lot of skills you learned here through life. And I was just proud to know you and proud that you're a part of our troop, and you're always welcome here. And hopefully, when your life gets back into a little settlement after you decide everything you're going to get done, come back. We're always needing adult leaders to help out. So it's great watching you grow up and seeing the person you become today. So congratulations.
I always try and remember a funny thing that he did or something like that. The only thing I can remember about Dayton is he's always that scout that was there when something happened and everybody stopped and looked and listened. Like, I didn't do that. And Dayton was always part of that group. But he was also always there to help lead and take care of things. If something needed to be done, he was always, he would take something on and would always get it done, whether it be cleaning up or helping with something. He was always a reliable person that I could turn to get things done, as well as just either for a laugh or for some fun times. So that's what I remember about Dayton. Anyone else?
All right, one last round of applause.
So next is summer camp results. We have a count, final count.
We've got her results. One camp actually won in a landslide, and I know every parent's wallet is rejoicing right now. Camp Buffalo, they will be going to next year.
All right. So now, we are going to have the outgoing SPLs come up and give some words of inspiration to the new incoming SPLs.
Sarah?
All right, so, for any of you who don't know me, I'm Chris McCabe again. I'm the current SPL as of right now, the senior patrol leader, so I help run the troops. I'm like the head guy, I do all the speaking kind of, but there's not saying I run the troop, there's a lot of help. I'm just like, I get a lot of recognition for doing a lot of nothing up in these. Before I go, I'm gonna just say, big thanks to the patrol leaders. They do a lot of the work. They typically come up with all the stuff you do at your meetings. I'd also like to give a big thanks to the adults, because without them, we wouldn't have any of this. Especially Mr. Halen for stepping up to committee chair, and Mr. Jankowski, great scoutmaster. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I've technically had this position for like a year and a half or something. I don't know. I've been in the SPL spot for a while, so I think it's finally time I step down. And it's been fun. Wow, I was an SPL. So, thank you.
I'm Sarah Mitchell. I'm the SPL for troops. Is it about? I'm loud enough anyway. I'm the SPL for troop 1680, and I know especially like 1680, just getting it off the ground and like getting new members. I remember when I became an SPL, it was just kind of like, hey, who wants to lead? And I was like, yeah, okay, sounds like fun. It's been hard, it's gonna be hard. There's gonna be times when you show up to your first in-person meeting and they're like, you know how to do opening flags, right? And you're like, no, I don't. There's gonna be times when there's just learning curves, but just know that it's a really rewarding position and the experience is definitely something that is worth going through. I've been here again for a year and a half, which I'm still learning a lot about scouting, but if I know one thing, it's that that's a little long to hold that position. But it's been a really rewarding experience, and you guys are really gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna just kind of jump off script here for a little bit. Hope Rose gonna want to say something too, but to the outgoing SPL, so to Chris, yeah, it's been a year and a half. He was basically made SPL right in March of 2020, literally pretty much the day after, a couple days after that meeting is when everything went into lockdown. Yeah, it was pretty simply a text message that says, hey, guess what, you're SPL. And then we tried to get meetings up and running. Chris did a good job in running some of the online meetings, and basically just kind of jumped into the role as we could do things, and we got things up and running. Kind of as a side note, for actually both Sarah and Chris, neither one of them actually took the oath of their office. They were just kind of thrown in the position, but they both did a great job through COVID. Online meetings, getting things up and running, just everything this past year and a half. So it's much appreciated to both of them for being around for a year and a half. As Pope Real says they do. So thank you both. You've been both great leaders in setting a great example for the truth. Thank you.
Well, I gotta say something, you know. So
definitely, kicking it off, in your leadership, it's quite the fun little march we have to start off your, positions, but, I couldn't be more proud of the both of you and what you've done to show, the great leadership in this troop. And I know, Chris, you don't necessarily get this recognition, but Sarah, for being the first senior patrol leader of Troop 1680, and really starting off a great legacy, I greatly thank you for that. And, I wish you both the best in your leadership endeavors in the troop, and you're definitely going to be involved in something or other. So, but definitely expect some great things out of both of you in the future.
Good job, guys. Bart. He does on camera.
$50 for first.
All right, so now we're gonna move on. So can I have Andrew Garrison, who's been in the SPL for 168, and Kaylin Willems step forward. You can both put your left hand on your troop flag. It's been over a year and a half, so.
First time I say it. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Okay, all right. So raise your right hand, scout sign. All right, repeat after us.
I promise to do my best to be worthy of the office of senior patrol leader for the sake of the scouts in my patrol and troop and the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. You're now SPL, Troop 168, 1680.
Now, as your first duty, you get to swear in your patrol leaders.
Where are my patrol leaders? You never told me, so. All right.
It was an announcement, not an election.
Yeah, so can I have Stephen Cologne, Evan Wagner, and Owen Williams front center?
Can I have Vivian come up front?
Controllers, place left hand on the flag of your respective flag. Raise your right hand in the scout sign. Repeat after us. I promise to do my best to be worthy of the office of patrol leader for the sake of the scouts in my patrol and troop and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting. 2, you're officially patrol leaders. Congratulations.
All right, do we have any closing announcements? All right, so Mr. Jankowski and Mrs. Pockrell are going to do the Scoutmaster minute.
Hold on, I got it. Memorized? I don't have it memorized, no. All right. Congratulations to the new SPLs and the patrol leaders. See you guys next Tuesday at the first PLC. We're gonna do some rearranging of controls and set expectations for you guys. Scoutmaster minutes, so this is, there's a saying starts with a single step. Tonight, steps we've all taken in your advancement. If you come to troop meetings without looking at your scout book, or if you never ask how to complete a requirement, or if you don't ask who can help you with a merit badge, you'll never advance. If you sit around in life expecting rewards and success to be handed to you, like it's owed to you, you'll be watching others take those steps to reach their goals and get the things that they want. Whatever the goal you set for yourself, only you can take the first step. No one can do it for you, and only your focus will get you each step closer to accomplishing that goal. Failure is just an option on the way to success. Your success is entirely up to you. I know each one of you can reach Eagle Scout, just like Dayton and Cameron, and Mr. Halen and Mr. Yonke, and sorry, I forgot your name, but Dayton's uncle too, and all the others that have reached Eagle. And as a step towards that goal, I'm going to challenge each of you by the next Court of Honor, which is in 6 months in March, to be a higher rank than you are today. So look down at your shirt, whatever patch is supposed to be there, which may not be the actual patch that's there. You guys should advance at least 1 rank is the challenge. So if you're not first class already, you should be first class by March. If you're a star right now, you should get a life. If you're life, you should get Eagle. Or, I know Eagle's a little bit of work, either get Eagle or have a plan to get it done in months, preferably years before your 18th birthday. Please concentrate on getting it done before your 18th birthday. Okay? I'm sure we've had some Eagle Scouts that would tell you it's really difficult to run up to that line. That is my challenge to you, and I know you guys can do it, and I know you can do it, so go do it.
All right, you think we would have maybe coordinated this? So I just want to say congratulations to everyone tonight. You are all failures, and I mean that in the nicest possible way, because as Mr. Jankowski said, without failing, you will never succeed. So for all the trip ups, for all the mess ups, for all the stuff that you've missed, for all the things that you've done wrong, for all the things that you forgot to do, for the meetings you didn't come to, for the campouts you didn't go on, look back at the things that didn't go well. Look back at the failures, and use that to help you move forward. Because we don't grow when we stay in the same place. We don't grow if we stay in our comfort zone. So no matter what's holding you back, push yourself forward to that line. Push yourself into a place of discomfort and stay there until you're comfortable with it, and then keep moving forward. And I guarantee if you keep doing that, every single person in this room is going to get some Eagle Scout. So congratulations. Because of your failures, you are all successes.
So before we do the closing ceremony, at the end over here we have, we couldn't serve food to eat here because of restrictions right now. So it's just kind of a grab as you leave kind of thing. So we have little treat bags for all the scouts and some churros, really awesome churros. They are great. And then we also have some cupcakes to celebrate Dayton's Eagle as well. Preferably ask that all the scouts and youth get first dibs at it, and then the adults. But everybody is welcome to take one before they leave. And then all the scouts are asked to please stay until we get the room all cleaned up as well. Thank you all for coming.
and guests, please rise. Color guard, front and center. Color guard, please prepare to retire the colors. Retire the colors, Scout salute. Two. Stephen, can you please lead us in the scout log?
Kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Daniel, please lead us in the outward codes.
As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful of fire, be considerate of the outdoors, be conservation minded.
Color guard dismissed. Line of Dayton Gates from the center. Dayton, can you please lead us in the Scoutmaster's benediction?
Great Scoutmaster, all scouts, you with us in the end. You're all trail. Nice job.